Good morning, student. Today we will start with the first chapter, that is I sit and think. This is a poem written by J.R.R. Tolkien. He was born in year 1892 and died in year 1973. Was an English writer, poet, physiologist and university professor, who best known as author of the classical high fantasy work The Hobbit, Lord of Rings and the Silmarillion. Now, let's start with the poem. This was about the poet. Look the picture of poet. Now I'll tell you something about the poem. It's a form of poem that helps us to organize the past, present and future. This poem is all about remembering your life and everything you did and people you met. This poem talk about an elderly man looking back at his life. He talk about the experiences of his past and begin to think and begin to wonder what the life will be like after he die. And by this thought he is very gloom in his mind because he is very depressed. He just think that his future generation will know the world. Know the world means see the world. But he will not be because he has come to a that age where his life will be end very soon. He is very mourned by this thought, but nothing can be done. He knew this fact, that this fact of life and death will not be changed. No one can change. So he mentioned that there will be soon a sound of footstep returning to his door. As this At this footstep, this will remind of his friends, family members who would rather enjoy while he can then mourn over something he can't change. Really, this fact cannot be changed by anyone. Now start with the poem. I sit beside the fire and think of all that I have seen, of meadow flowers and butterflies in the summer that have been. Here, by these two lines, narrator want to say he's describing his life by using these seasons, natural landscapes, and everything. In first line, I sit beside the fire. He's telling the exact position where he's sitting and just thinking, moving back to his past. He's locating the place where he's exactly is and delivering the information to us, to the reader. Of the meadow flower and the butterflies in summer that have been. Here, the meadow flower and the butterfly in summer that have been means he what he has enjoyed in his past when he was youth. It was full of fun, full lots of enjoyment was there in this. The meadow flower and the butterfly that lived, these all lived year ago and which will never return and come back. Means season will come, summer season will come again, these butterflies and all will be there, but he will not be there to enjoy these things again because he has become old. The following line now, following line that the of the yellow leaves and gossamer in autumn that there were. By these lines, the narrator just showing the memories that all are that those these summer and butterflies that he has used in these lines, he has shown that those time was full of color, emotion, but now this has going to be end, because he has had become come to an old age and he will die very soon. He goes to on to speak about how the elements of the landscape touched and moved him. The speaker is able to recall how the morning mist and the silver sun felt on his skin and hair. Means daily he enjoyed this morning mist and the silver sun. The first ray of the sun touches his skin, hair, body, and it gave him very nice feeling. And all he remembered these all and just become gloom in his mind that he will never going to enjoy these all things. I sit beside the fire and think of how the world will be when winter come without spring that I shall ever see. Here he is again saying that he's sitting beside the fire and he's just thinking about the world which he will not see in future, but his next generation will see, next generation will enjoy. Here he has the winter season he is compared with his death. Means winter season is related to his death, and the spring season he has related that next spring he will not be able to see that spring, and by these he is very depressed, broken heart, and he is very gloom, mourn that he will not enjoy, and still there was something in the past which he has not done, which was left to be done now, but he cannot do, so he was very depressed. That's all for today. Thank you.